Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your Sunday Divine Service. I can't
Good
believe
evening,
it's Sunday.
everybody. Ask
I can't.
Michael to put it on. It hasn't come up on my phone yet. Hi, everybody.
Have you not shared it? Oh, it says he shared it.
It'll come up.
Yeah. I just can't believe it's Sunday again. They seem to be flying around these Sunday services. Hi to everybody who's on: Michelle, Sheldon, Sean, Donna Ayres, Nicola, Sophie Higg. Hi. I hope you're all right. Oh, thanks, Adi. Adi says he's just watched the ordination video I put on. Bless him.
Oh.
Irene will be over shortly. She's doing another service, so she's hoping to be with us soon. But for now, we will open in prayer, if that's all right. I just heard myself then. Sorry.
Yeah, it's me. That's it.
Good evening, Reverend Nick, Lisa Scott,
everybody.
Kate Walby.
Good evening.
Hello, everybody. Can we bow our heads and join together in the silence, please? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we ask for your blessing upon this service tonight, Father. We ask that our loved ones are allowed to step forward through the veil to pass forward messages of truth, proof, and love and upliftment. Father, we promise that everything we do here tonight will be done with love, truth, and honesty in our hearts. And we ask that the guardian angels step forward to protect us during this short time we are together. At the end of this evening, Father, we will hand back to you all which is rightfully yours with love, honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Tonight we do have 2 recipients waiting backstage for on-screen messages. I have got a list together, but there is still some space. So if you do want an on-screen reading, drop me a private message and I'll add your name to the list. And then each week, each service will pick a couple of names off randomly. It's a whizzy Excel spreadsheety thing that Michael's put together that allocates numbers to names randomly, and we take the top 2. And normally at this point we would go over to Pam's Poetry Corner, but Pam's not here. So
you have to have a late Pam.
Yes, unless Jean wants to do a tap dance, to fill a few minutes in.
Can you see me doing a tap dance?
Yeah, I can't see me doing a tap dance either. So if you know anybody who requires healing or needs some upliftment or a prayer sending over, please hold them in your thoughts. Oh, I can't see because I'm in the backstage bit now, so I can't see.
She loves us. Thank you so much. At least somebody does.
Yes. Bless. I'll turn my phone off. I thought I had.
You might fall off the sink.
Bless. Who was that?
It's gone now.
Oh, I'll have a look in a minute.
All
right. So yeah, hold anybody who you know who needs upliftment, prayers for any reason in your mind, and send out positive thoughts, and we'll go over to the healing prayer. Then there'll be the healing candles for a few minutes, and then we'll end with the word Amen. So we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, here we bring before thee all those in our and all absent healing books, that it may please thee to heal them, be they suffering in mind, in body, or in spirit. We ask for those we know, those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them, we ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
Bless. I love those candles. I think they're amazing. Those candles have done a quite a long journey actually, because they were originally used in, I think it's Plymouth, a church in Plymouth, and then Nick saw them because he went to do on screen, did a service for them, and thought, that's a really good idea. I love that, and said, would you mind if we use the candles? No, of course not. So, and then I saw Nick using them and said, I really love that idea. So they've travelled around, and now they're in Bridlington. Weymouth, that was it. Sorry, Nick. I got my myths mixed up. It's Weymouth. Right. So now I think we're down to bringing on our victims. I mean, our recipients from backstage.
Yes, victims.
Victims. And they will never leave.
We tie them up. You hadn't told them you've got them all in cellar.
I know, they're not really in their own homes. They're down in my basement. But, you know, we chuck them some food down every now and again. They're fine. They don't mind.
Or a dog bone.
Yeah, whatever the dogs don't eat goes down into the basement. There we are. You might hear my Geordie accent coming out actually in a bit, because our first recipient, Dorothy, is from North Shields, which I know very well. And
Hello.
I used to go to I used to go to concerts at Whittleby Ice Rink as well, through the tunnel. Through the tunnel.
That's right.
God, I'm showing my age now. I saw Tapau there. Wow. And Erasure. Hello and welcome to the screen. Thank you for joining us, Dorothy.
Keep freezing a bit, Tony.
Yeah, I think that's, it froze a little bit.
Yeah, it's freezing a little bit.
Oh, I am actually. It's really cold today. Yeah, I'll see if it doesn't work. I'll switch on to the other gizmo we've got here. That might boost the signal a little bit. Right. Do you want to start, Jean? Or
yes,
would you
I'm
like
just
me
trying
to start?
it's entirely up to you. I don't
We've
know.
probably got the same. I've got
a gentleman.
Go on, you start with a gentleman then.
Because I've got a gentleman building up, and I do know he's close to your sweetheart because he's coming in without love. And he's got a nice soul about him. But as I'm saying, he's got a nice soul about him. He's saying, don't make me look as though I'm an angel, because I'm not. So I do know he don't want putting up there on a pedestal. He says because I'm not perfect, which none of us are, but he just wants people to know that. And he's saying, I've had my moments, so you can understand that, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Because he jumped in straight away. I don't know if it's father, husband, or grandfather, I don't know. But
it sounds like my dad. It sounds like it could be my dad. Yeah.
That's fine. I like to see him, sweetheart. So as I get talking to him more, if he comes forward, I will describe him to you, because I'm nosy and I like to know what they look like and describe them to you. Okay. I don't know if you've seen me work before anyway, but that's the way I work.
I haven't, I don't think, no.
Oh, well, I work like everybody else. It's just I like to be nosy and see what they look like.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is how he's coming in. And he's coming in, sweetheart, and he wants to give you thumbs up. So you must have done something well and achieved something at the moment, because he's coming in with that. And he's saying it's nice to see you. I'm not saying have a different look on your face. He's saying, but you're brighter.
Yes.
So you must be able to understand. He's not telling me why, but he's saying you're brighter. And I shouldn't ask. My right hand's itching, sweetheart, so I don't know if there was something wrong with his hands, or if there's something wrong where you can understand somebody's got itchy hands. My hands have gone really hot.
Mine were itching just before I came on, actually, funnily enough.
I can't hear you very well. It keeps crackling, but I'll just go on, and it should come up on here anyway. But because my hand's itching, sweetheart, so I know there's be a problem around that. Unless you're going to win some money. I can't predict, but you don't know.
Okay.
And he's coming in with that love, sweetheart. He is telling me that there's a birthday at the end of the month, beginning of March. So he's making reference to a birthday. And he's also making reference to the 17th of a month. I've got the 17th.
And that was a pattern.
That's fine. He's just making reference to 17th, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wants to give you some flowers, but I don't know the flowers unless they tell me. But I've just got all these pretty colours, the colours of the flowers. So it's the brightness is more interested in.
Yes.
You know, so it's fetching
lovely.
that
Thank
in
you.
for you. All the brightness and all the colours and everything.
Oh, that's lovely.
He's saying I don't know if it's you or if somebody close to you is whittling over something, sweetheart. And he's telling me you haven't got to whittle.
Whittle?
So
what does that mean?
Stressing. It's
worry.
Worry. Thank you.
Oh, worry. Right. Yes. I know what you mean.
Sometimes what I say things are different to what other people say. It's where I'm from, I think, and we're Scottish.
Yeah,
and
we've all got our own little words, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's fine,
So there's somebody stressing and is saying they haven't got to, darling. You know, not to calm down. It's taking me. Well, I'm hoping it's your house. If not, it's taking me a tour around where there's things want sorting out. There's little things want doing. So I don't know if you're thinking of decorating or changing something.
Yeah.
Is saying, but get on with them. And also, that's fine, sweetheart, because he's just making reference to that. He's saying, but you can be one what changes your mind a lot. So, you know, you might see it on something and then think, oh no, when you've put a stick on wall or whatever. And he's saying, make sure you know what you want this time.
Right.
Okay. Because he's saying you put it up and then you change your mind.
That's right, I do.
And he's just said to me, you can be very stubborn.
Oh,
so I'm sorry for that, but he said, just tell us you can be very stubborn.
I can,
So he's fetching that in as well. But he likes that of you. He likes that side of you. And you're smiling and laughing and he's saying that's what he wants to see. He wants to see more of that, sweetheart, because
I can understand
you've not laughed and smiled for a while, he's saying.
No, I haven't. That's right.
So he's bringing this in and he's saying it's lovely to see that and that he wants to see more of that. And I don't know why he's showing me your bath, darling. I don't know if you're doing something to bathroom or there's something
to do with the bathroom needs doing,
Right, thank you, because he's shown me bath. So as long as you can take it that way, that's fine. But he's just said, darling, I don't know if you suffer a little bit with your legs or you go off balance, but he's saying don't climb a ladder. Don't go on them steps. All right. So it's just giving you that little forewarn. Don't just go careful.
Right. Thank you.
He wants you to go careful on that. And he's also taking me to the end of the month, end of the year, sorry. So we're looking December. There's a passing or a birthday around that month, sweetheart. He's taking me to there. Okay. He's also making reference that there's still some clothes of his left. So somebody would have got a jumper or a shirt or something of his what's left.
Quite possibly, yes.
All right, because he's saying they've got them and the little things what they don't want to, you know, pass on.
Leave go of,
like we keep little things.
Yes.
And they don't want to pass them on. He's making reference to a ring as well, darling. So I don't know if he would have had a ring, but he's making reference to a ring.
I'm not sure where it is, but that's right. Yeah.
That's fine. But he's just making reference to that. But he's sending all this love out to you because he's saying you need it. And there's little ones. You must have little ones around you. So I don't know if you've got grandkids or something around you.
I have, but they don't live beside us.
No, that's fine. But he's making reference to the kiddies.
That's right. That's right.
But it would have been, how can I say, a granddad, a dad, what would have liked being round kiddies. It could have come down to their level.
He absolutely loved them. Yeah.
Because he's not, you know, he's not standing up. He'd get on the floor and do things with them.
He did.
Play around. And he's just showing me some Lego. So I know he would do the Lego and stuff like that with them.
Yeah, he was always doing something, make things and do things. Yeah,
because he's making reference to this. I do know this gentleman is coming closer, but I'm going to pass you on to Tony. He would have been a nice sized gentleman, I've got to say.
Yeah.
My brother's 6'2", so I'm not going quite as high as my brother, but I know
he wasn't as tall as that. No,
he weren't that high, but I used my brother as an height. But it would have been a nice height for a gentleman.
Yeah.
As I can say, because I can't see him quite as small as my dad. My dad were about 5'10", 5'11". So
actually, my dad was only 5'7". He was.
Yeah, I'm good about that. But he's making reference, darling, and I know he would have lost weight because he's showing me when he would have been a little bit bigger. So I do know he would have been a little bigger, but he's also then he's shrinking in a little bit. And he's saying he didn't like to be dressed up.
No.
He's saying I didn't like to be dressed up.
No.
He liked to be casual.
Casual,
and he's showing me in these casual clothes. He's saying if they said I had to wear a suit and a tie, then he'd back off a bit because they were only worn for certain occasions.
That's right.
He's making reference to, sweetheart.
That's right.
He's saying I have got a couple of ties, but you only wore them for occasions.
That's right, he does.
All right. He's bringing all his loving, sweetheart, and he's saying good luck. Come on with his smile, keep it going.
Okay.
And that. He's saying because you are getting there.
Thank you.
Do them jobs you need doing, but make sure you make your mind up first.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Don't put it up wall and think, oh, I don't like it, and then have to go out and buy another tub of paint or whatever. All right.
That's neat to see. Thank you.
And just watch them steps, darling. Just watch them steps.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Saying don't climb them steps.
No. Okay. I won't. Right. Yeah. Thanks, Jean.
Well, he said you're stubborn, so it's probably you won't ask for help or whatever because you're stubborn.
I am.
All right, sweetheart. So I hope you can understand all that, and I'll pass you on to our Tony. Thank you. You're more than welcome, much, darling. Jean. Lovely gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely gentleman, but don't put me on the pedestal, he's just said.
Yes. Yes, I can take that. Yeah.
As long as you can understand it.
I can. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've got the gentleman that Jean's been working with, and I had a lot of what Jean was going to say, but as he's connecting with me, sweetheart, he's taking me across my chest, and I know I'm struggling with my chest at the minute, but he's pressing down on my chest as if it's, I don't know if it's heart or lungs, but I know
it was hard.
I would have struggled with my chest. But I don't feel like it was a heart attack bang on. I feel like he would have suffered a little bit with his heart, if you would understand. Angina,
I think he did, but I don't think he let on. I don't think he let on.
No, I've got that about him.
Private person.
I would feel like he would like to keep it to himself. I don't want to worry everybody. I don't want. I can hear him in my head saying, "I didn't want to worry everybody."
Yeah, that was him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to be a little bit careful because it could be a little bit straight talking at times, a little bit direct with how he's talking. And I want to say, I said they've got their own stuff to deal with, and he didn't say stuff.
No.
he was a little bit more colourful, as I'll say.
Right.
It was a little bit more colourful with it, but he wouldn't. All right, he's just stopped me and he said, "Bro, I would never have used language in front of ladies."
No, that's right.
He wouldn't have used language in front of ladies. Right. So what he's saying is, when he was down the pub with his mates, that's fine. But at home with the ladies, very respectful, very private chap, very respectful.
Yes, he was.
He's reinforcing the private. He would be a chap who would like to get to know you first before he would let you in. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's right.
Right, and he's saying and you too. So you must be a lot the same. You like to suss people out and know.
I do. Yeah.
Right, and he's also saying to me, sweetheart, that there's some concerns with somebody around you, and I feel like I've got to give you healing to pass on. So there must be somebody around you who's not feeling great, and somebody must have concerns about hospitals or doctors. Hang on. Right. With the current situation, there's somebody who would be a bit fretful about going into hospital or going into the doctors because they're worried about the virus and everything.
That's right.
But he's saying if they need to go, they need to go.
That's right.
So everything's going to be as safe as it can be. They need to go. Obviously, we've all got our own choice, but Spirit are saying their advice would be if they need to go, they need to go.
Yeah.
You would understand somebody who would have had problems with the hips or the legs, because from my hips down, my legs are hurting. It's as if, I don't know if this is an arthritis. I've got sciatica.
Oh, yes, I can
and it's
take
that type. Right, that's fine. It's just they've brought it on, and mine's under control at the minute, so I was a bit shocked. So there's somebody who would have suffered, and also you would understand somebody in spirit who would have had either a dementia or a stroke condition that would have affected their thinking, because I feel a bit foggy-headed.
Yes, I'll take the stroke. Yeah.
Right, that's fine. And there must have been some irritability around there as well, because they want to apologise for snapping at everybody. So there must have been a bit of irritability there, and I can understand it. It must have been awful to live with.
Yeah.
All right. You would understand, I don't know if Jean's already given you, around the 27th of a month, I can be a little bit off with dates if I've got dates. But around the 25th, 26th, 27th of a month must be significant. And I also want to talk about a recent passing as well. And recent for me is between now and 5 years back. So within that time, you would understand where somebody's gone to spirit.
That's right.
Okay. Somebody's either suffering with arthritis in the shoulders and the neck, or they've got tension, because I feel like
tension. Yeah.
I just want to be like this, and I didn't know if I was hunching up because of that, or right. And it must be affecting them quite badly, because I feel like I've got a banging headache as well in my eyes. So somebody's really got a lot on. Right. And I want to say, with wherever this situation is, sweetheart, I want to go back about 18 months, where things have just been building up and building up and building up to now. And I feel like now we're very much at the point where it's nearly the last straw that's broken the camel's back. So it must be coming to a head, because they want to bring that in. Somebody must like lilies, because I've just seen white lilies, and I know they're not for a funeral, so somebody must like them.
I know somebody who does. Yes.
Right. And also there's a lady just stepped forward, and she wants to thank somebody for the white rose. So the white rose must have gone with her.
Right. Okay.
Over to spirit. If you can't think whether, hang on. The lady I'm connecting with is coming through with a very maternal feel around you. So maternal for me is mum or a mother figure.
That's right. Yeah.
And she's squeezing my hand, and she's saying, "Thank you for holding my hand." So somebody must have held her hand and squeezed her hand.
I can take that. Yeah.
She's telling me a gentleman stepped forward to take her home. So
all right. Okay. Oh, thank you.
Her home. Oh, and she's just made me go really goosebumpy and emotional. She's coming through with such a lot of love around the family. This lady would have been like the center of the universe, if that makes sense.
She was. That's right.
And she's just beaming from ear to ear and showing me that she would have cooked like big Sunday dinners and had people around, and she's just and she was in her element. And she said, they always used to say, can I give you a hand? Can I give you a hand? And she, no, I'm fine. She was in her element. Right. She loved doing it.
She did.
Oh, she's just said I was very crafty, and I'm presuming what she means is she would have been good with her hands. She could have made, knitted, that type of thing, rather than she was crafty.
Crafty the other way, yes. No, she didn't.
Right. She's resonating that in my ear. Somebody around you must be very good at I'm trying to think how I can put it across, and she's quite direct with how she's given it. The word crafty is ringing around in my head, and she's just said, there is somebody connected around you who is very good at telling one person one thing and another person another thing, and playing people off.
Yes, I know what you mean.
She's wagging her finger and saying, I wouldn't have stood any of that nonsense.
Oh, no, she wouldn't.
She liked you to be straight up, straight jumble. And if you had something to say, she would rather you said it, and she could deal with it, rather than...
That's right.
You'll never guess what she said when I went round to see her the other day. You know, she didn't like that at all.
No.
I'm going to have to pull away a little bit from her because I feel like I could be here all day. It's like she's just pulled the chair up next to me on the desk and got a cup of tea. But as she said, a cup of tea, she's got a teacup and saucer. So either she had a teacup and saucer, or a lady who would have always had a teacup and saucer.
Her sister, my aunt did. Yeah.
Right. And a china teapot as well, because I can see the fancy china teapot in front of me.
Right.
She just wants to bring you all these happy memories through, sweetheart, and say, we're here. We've not gone anywhere. Because at the minute, there's a reason why you are calling out to spirit a lot.
That's right.
Because she's telling me you're talking to them a lot and they are answering you in their own way.
Yes.
All right. As I'm leaving, I've been playing with this chain all day, and the 2 rings on it are rings that have been left for me from spirit, and she's twirling with my engagement ring. So there must be rings from this lady somewhere. I don't know if it is her engagement ring, but there
got 2 belonging to her. I have,
That's fine. That's funny because there's 2 rings on here as well. So that's where they've come from.
Yeah.
And I wear a crucifix, a cross and chain.
Yes.
And she's dangling that in front of me as well. So you would understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And a locket, and there's 2 photographs in the locket as well. I said, I'm going to have to ask her if I can step away because I could be and to be honest, sweetheart, I could sit with her all day because her energy is beautiful to work with.
Oh yeah.
She's absolutely gorgeous. She really is. So I will say, God bless. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
I hope that was okay for you.
That was lovely. Thank you, Jean, as well. Thank you.
I'll drop you backstage. It's up to you if you stay on or if you leave the studio and come back through Facebook. But I'll
Thanks for that
see you
lovely
soon.
reading.
God bless
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You keep crackling again, Tony.
Hang on. Am I using the wrong?
You're crackling again.
Let me just double check. Oh, that's why. I'm on the wrong microphone. Sorry. I checked the camera, but I didn't check the microphone. That should be a bit better now. Our next recipient is Beverly. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Right. Can I start, please? Because if I don't, I'm going to get me butt kicked by this lady I've got connecting with me. All right. Okay. The lady that's connecting with me again is coming through on a maternal link for me. So she comes through as mum, or a lady who would be like a mum for you, Beverly, while she was on Earth plane, if that makes any sense to you. And like I said, the lady, the energy I've got, she doesn't stand no nonsense, because she was like, no, I'm here, get on with it. So she really wanted me to bring her forward so she could start with her message. And she's saying you've got a lot of her characteristics in a lot of ways, but she doesn't just mean personality wise, she means feature wise as well, because she's going around your eyes and your mouth, and she's saying that's like me, that's like me, that's like me. A lot of love coming from this lady as well. I've gone really goosebumpy, and when I go goosebumpy, it's because they've come in that close. So she has really come through, and her energy is really close to me. Okay. She's got a really funny sense of humor as well. She's got a really quirky sense of humor as well, because the imagery that she's using to try and get her messages through is really off the wall. It's taken me a minute to try and understand what it is she's trying to show me. Right. You must understand where somebody likes pigs.
Yep.
I can see little, I don't know if these are ornaments or toys, but I can see little pigs appearing on the desk. So somebody must like the pigs. And she's also she's telling me off for having tea in a flask. She wouldn't have liked tea in a flask either, because she's telling me off. She's saying it doesn't taste right. So yeah, I'm going to put that down before I get told off again. Like I said for Dorothy, she's pulling on the engagement ring, so that there are rings left from either this lady or somebody close to this lady from spirit. And as she's bringing me that through, she's saying there was a discussion or a debate about what to do with her. And I don't know if she means whether to bury her or cremate her or what to do with headstone, but she's talking about this discussion debate that
where she ended up, let's put it that way.
Right. Well, she's just saying there was this debate discussion around her and where she was or what to do with her. And she's now, I know it always happens with funerals and things, and there are relatives there that you haven't seen since God was a lad, but she's just saying, really, they turned up? So there must have been somebody turned up at her funeral that you thought, hang on, because she's like, I thought, but they came for the bun fight and that's fine. It's how she's put it. It didn't spoil anything, so
you always get them, don't you?
I know. Okay. I know I gave Dorothy this as well, but you must be able to understand somebody who had impairment around the thinking processes, because it's like I'm trying to pull thoughts forward and it's really hard work. So somebody must have had difficulty with their thought processes towards their end of their life. I don't know if this is a condition or if it was medication that slowed them down and was controlling pain and it was affecting them that way as well. But it's just, I know I'm trying to speak to people and it's not quite linking from my head to my mouth and it's all a bit jumbled. And like I said, I don't know if this is a condition or if it's just medication that's making me feel slurry and not quite with it.
I'd put that down to the condition.
Right. I wasn't sure which way it was, but I just know towards the end of my life, I'm really struggling to try and make myself understood and heard. All right. I need to acknowledge, connected around you and this lady, the male who passed to spirit younger.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure where I want to be, but I feel I want to be under me. I'm 54 and I want to be younger than that, but I'm not quite sure where I need to be.
Yes.
Right. And I want to say there's something on it was I'm back, I think. I feel like this passing was unexpected. I feel like it's unexpected, this passing, and I'm not sure what he means by that, but that's all he said to me. It was unexpected. And I can see question marks as well. He's putting question marks around it. So I don't know if somebody's still not quite happy with something around his passing, but he's putting question. Hang on, no. I've misunderstood that. Sorry, it's me misunderstanding what he's given me. Right. There's somebody connected around yourself. I want to go down a generation. So either children or nephews and nieces, but I'm going around there. And somebody's got a lot of questions about something. Hang on. I'm getting there with him. Would you understand in that generation where there's somebody who's really low?
Yeah.
Because I feel quite dark in my mind and I feel like I'm pulling through treacle it's like everything's an effort and I just can't be bothered. And some days I just leave the curtains closed and I don't want to speak to anybody. And he's just saying he's around and he's helping and supporting as best he can from where he is. And even though they're not alone and there are people there, they're not ready to reach out yet, if that makes sense.
It does.
Right. Okay. Bless him. You must be able to understand as well, the energy I'm getting off him is a bit, I want to say cocky, but I don't mean cocky, arrogant. I mean, like,
I think he's very confident. That's how I'm
he's
confident.
And like Jack the Lad, and I want to be joking and laughing, but sometimes that was a bit of a mask. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Because it's almost like I'm scared to let it down in case people can see the cracks, you know, and I'm just getting that with him as well. And I do feel that he could empathize with this person quite a lot, because I feel like sometimes he felt quite low himself, and a bit down, if you would understand. Right. Okay. I know Jean gave Dorothy thumbs up, but I've got to give you thumbs up as well, sweetheart.
Right. We've frozen.
He says, if this, I'm going to jump in. Well, hang on,
I've frozen.
I know we're just going to start.
I want to go. No, I want to go back maybe 2.5 years with you, sweetheart. And he's saying, look at the distance you've come from back then to now. And I feel like you are a much more centered. Are you all right, sweetheart?
You're a stronger
You are
person.
A much stronger person than you are.
I'm jumping in win because I'm getting it.
Can I arrange to talk to you in a one-to-one, because some of the stuff he's starting to give me, I don't want. It's really not appropriate to put out. So can we arrange to talk to you offline in the next day or so, and I'll bring a lot of stuff through that he's given me, because I really don't want to bring it. But he's saying you didn't let the get you down. You didn't let the get you down, and it's the B word that he wants to use, and I'm not going there. But he comes so proud of you. He really, really is so proud of you, sweetheart. All right.
I think it's because you've grown in strength and
you have, and
this
confidence.
I'm sorry, Tony. It's just because you'll keep crackling and freezing.
But he is leaving from me anyway, sweetheart. But I want to say you've smelled his aftershave or his deodorant or something.
I smelled it just before I come online.
Because I'm wearing dupe at the minute, and he's just wafted something under my nose that wasn't that. So I know you smelled that, but you also smell smoke, tobacco, or smoke. But you've smelt smoke in a room where nobody has been smoking, and that's them as well. And they are leaving me now, sweetheart. So I will leave you with Jean. And I'll drink out of my dirty flask because
mucky thing.
Are
you, sweetheart? You keep crackling, so I might have to talk with Tony on a one-to-one on another time, if that's all right with you, Tony, as well.
Yeah, of course.
I'll come on with Tony when we do a one-to-one, but I'll still give you what I've got. But I'm getting a lot very similar to Tony. But I've got to say, this young gentleman, and I'm going to call him a gentleman, even though he could be a bit. He's another
cheeky.
One what's saying, he's another one what's saying, hey, don't put me up there, because he says, I had my moments, and he's not hiding them. He says, I had my moments. He says, I've not been perfect. And this is how he's coming in. But he's wanting to bring that strength into you, sweetheart, because he's saying he has seen all these tears, and you've had a recent passing as well. Now, recent to me is within the 3 years. From now to 3 years, that's my recent passing, darling. It could have been a bit sooner than that, but this is how he's coming in. And oh, bless him, he's just said, Happy Valentine's. We know it's Valentine's Day, so he wants to give you an Happy Valentine's. And he says, that'll cheer her up. All right, he's just said, that'll cheer her up. And this is how he is. He doesn't put nothing on for anybody. What you've seen with him is what you get. I know, bless him, he's just said, I've had my problems, and you understand that. And he's not telling me anything. He says, I've had my problems, I've had my issues. And he's not telling me what. He's saying, but I've always been there. Can you understand that?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
You keep crackling, so I can't. Just nod or put your thumb up, and at least I'll know. I've got to say, it would have been a smart lad as well when he wanted to, and he spent time. It all depends. You know, sometimes he wouldn't be bothered if he just looked, I don't know, everyday-ish. Can I say that? You know, just in joggers or wherever. Because this is how he's coming in, as though I've got my joggers on and my t-shirt, and I'm quite happy. And that's what he's like. He's not telling me how we pass, sweetheart, and it's not for me to know.
No.
Because this is private. We'll talk later. But he's bringing that in. And I've got to say, this lady's with him. Tony fetched a lady in, which I have. And this lady's with him, darling, because he's still needing some help on the other side. He's still needing help in the spirit world, if you can understand that, darling. Yeah. And there's also a gentleman with him. So I don't know if it'll be his granddad or somebody like that with him as well, with this lady who's helping him come to terms with everything. But they're all there trying to help you on the earth plane, sweetheart, because you're still going through. You've come a long way, but you're still going through a lot, darling. Can you understand that?
Yes.
Like I said, they're not opening anything up, but they're just saying you're still going through a lot of your own things, and you're still going through a lot of them emotions and things like that as well, love, as they're coming in. This, like them two gentlemen and that lady wanting to give you so much strength and so much to get you back up to where you were, because you've not always been like this. You have been a strong person, and for some reason you got knocked down a bit, so they're wanting to bring you back up to what you used to be. And can you understand? Saying you can. Somebody who had quite a few tattoos. They're showing me some tattoos. Quite a few, because I'm not getting one or two, I'm getting quite a few. And they're just making reference to this, sweetheart. So that's just to prove that I'm with you. I know you've got them.
I actually have tattoos in memory of the people of past.
Right, that's fine, because they're talking about the tattoos, darling. So that's just proof for me and you that they know about these, darling. Okay, they do want to bring that sunshine into. I'm giving you the yellow for the upliftment and the sunshine, darling. Can I bring you a dog? They've just give me a dog, and they said tell her about the dog. So the dog's with them, darling, and the dog's fine. He's doing what he would always do, you know, because when he were a puppy, he were a bit naughty, this dog. They've just said he's still doing things. It's as if he's gone back to being that pup and doing things really what he shouldn't have been doing, if you can understand that as well. I'm not telling you what he's up to, this dog, but they're having a laugh about it, because they said she'll know what he got up to. So that's coming in as well for you, sweetheart. I know you said about the tattoos with the memory and everything in memory, but you've been talking, or somebody's been talking to you about having another one or having something else done, either adding to it or something, sweetheart. They're on about this as well. And do you know who's got the tattoo on the foot? You. Because they fetched this in as well. That's a bit more proof for you, darling. They're not showing me what I've got, what you've got on, but they're just making reference, because I'm asking him to give me some proof, you know, to prove that these who I'm talking to for you. Okay. And they're just saying, what are you going to do with your hair? I'm not being personal, but it's different.
Right.
It's going a bit.
That's fine. They know. I don't know what you've done.
I had an undercut done.
Right. They're just saying what you're doing with your hair. So I didn't know anything. You can't tell, can you, like that? So that's coming in as well. But they're saying this is all the upliftment and the laughter they want to see, because they want to see you laugh, darling. They don't want them tears anymore. We know it's hard, and we all still shed tears. I do. My mum and dad's been gone since I was 12, and I'm 61 nearly. so we still have them tears, but they're saying they want to see you laugh. You're very much like this lady in the face, but yet you've got some of the, please don't take this wrong how I'm saying it, but it's just as I can say it, but you have got some of her attitude as well. Can you understand that?
Yes, I am my mother's daughter.
I was going to say, don't take it wrong way, because she said I could say it, because I couldn't hear what Tony was saying. But she's bringing that in, and she says, see, so you have got that strength and you've got that upliftment of her. I don't know why she's giving me a ginger nut. I don't like them.
She always said ginger twins.
Ginger nut biscuits. I don't like it. So I don't know what you said. It's crackling.
Ginger twins.
Tell me after it's crackling.
All right.
So she's just giving me that, sweetheart, for you. But she's saying, it's time. All right, darling. It's time you treat yourself. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
Because you're so good at giving everything out to everybody else and leaving yourself out. And they say, no, it's time for you. You need it, darling. And this is what they're doing. I've got to give you a pint for some reason. I don't drink alcohol, but I've got to give you a pint. You don't drink, you like me.
No, but I can have one from Spirit because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we don't. But they're giving you a pint, darling, and a bag of nuts.
Yeah.
I've got to give you and I can't stand them. And can you understand who like the pork scratchings? They're taking me to pub.
Every time I have a pint, it's a pint.
Yeah. I'm good at pub. I've got my pint, my bag of my nuts, and my bag of pork scratchings. Yeah. And all right, well, they gave me all sorts. I don't even good at pub. Well, nobody can at minute, can we?
No.
But they're just taking me to pub because they said there were some happy times. You know, when you all got together, there were the happy times and the lovely times, and then bringing all this in, sweetheart, for you. Please keep that smile up. Oh, no, lost a tooth.
He did.
Somebody lost a tooth.
My brother.
Right. Because they're taking a tooth out. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Because I can't. Yeah, it's all right. It's me because I can't hear anything. But they've just took a tooth out of me. Yeah, that's gone. All right, sweetheart. Oh, and he's just. All right. You must have lent your brother something at one point and you never got it back.
If anything, it would be
money. Because he's just said she lent me some money, but she never got it back. Because he's laughing about it. He says, well, you're not going to get it now, are you?
I'll just have an extra pint for him.
He's having a laugh about it because he's saying, well, she's not going to get it now because I'm not here to get her. So there's that joke between you as well. So it must have not been first time you've lent him and not got it back because you've been a bit too daft, he says.
Oh, I'm very daft.
You know you'd get, if he come to you, you know you'd get him. Yeah. So he weren't daft, you know. Yeah. But treat yourself, darling. I will get on the line with Tony when I can hear you properly and speak to you properly with Tony.
Yeah.
But come on with that smile, darling. It's so there for you, and they've got that much love for you. And I want to give it you in abundance, really. And I will speak to you again soon later with Tony. Take care, Beverly, and one day we'll see you at Scotter, hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Bye.
I'll message you after the service and we'll set something up. Okay, sweetheart.
All right, darling.
Bye, darling.
Okay, bye, darling.
Bye.
God bless. Oh,
yeah,
that was getting a bit. It was getting just a little bit too personal there.
Yeah, there's more.
And there are certain things that you just can't bring forward.
No. Plus, we're hard because I can't. You keep crackling. I'm only picking bits up.
Oh. Well, I thought now I'd changed the microphone over. It would have cleared up a little bit. I'll just double check it hasn't flipped back. No, it's fine.
No, I can hear you fine. Now we're all crackling. I couldn't hear anything.
All right. Okay.
You do keep freezing.
And it's our internet. I don't know what's wrong with it. There's nothing else happening in the house, so there's only me online and Michael on his phone, so that shouldn't affect it. But anyway, otherwise it's Spirit interfering. like they always do. Right, we'll now flip over to blind readings, if that's okay. So if we start giving evidence and you can accept it, please drop a comment and we'll see if we can link in with who exactly we're working with, and we'll go like that.
Tony, can I just ask you? I'm sorry. Well, I ain't got to ask you. I've got to tell you.
Okay.
I've got a lady here, and she's coming in. Not very big, but got a nice covering, as you and I call it, a covering over her. But she's drinking tea out of a saucer. Can you understand somebody what drank a tea out of a saucer? She'd have a cup and saucer, but then she'd pour a tea. If you can't, can somebody understand this? Because I've got this lady, but they said Tony.
I don't know if Mum and Dad are on. They might be able to acknowledge it. I know a lady.
They just said.
I know a lady who would have had a saucer, a cup and saucer.
Yeah, but I've got a pouring
hang on.
Michael, you can.
Yeah.
Because I've got her tipping the tea out of the cup into a saucer and drinking it that way. All right, because she says that what best way to have a cup of tea. Don't know why. She won't have a mug. She won't have a mug. It'd have to be a cup and saucer, but drinking out the saucer. Can you understand that, Michael? Hang on. Michael, can you understand? She wouldn't have a mug because I've got Sally. Her dad.
Sally Worker.
Yeah. Her granddad cooled his tea in a saucer. But it's a lady. I said a lady, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I said a lady. Sorry, Sally, I did say a lady, darling, but I'll see if I can come back to you. Nick. Right, let me get on with this cup and saucer then. It's for Michael I've got, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Right, Michael, because she's coming in, sweetheart, and she's coming in close around me at this moment. And I don't know who she belongs to. I don't know if it's Nan or a friend or something. I don't know, darling. She's not telling me, but I do know that she's coming in close as she's talking here. I've got to say that she's so proud, but at the same time as she's proud of you, she's telling me that there's I don't know why I'm shouting. It's as if I'm shouting at him. It's as if I'm getting him a ticking off. Right.
Yeah.
And she's coming in with this, darling, and everything she's trying to say, it's as if I'm getting you a ticking off for some reason. And I hope you can understand that, because it's as if she's saying, I know you're doing this degree and everything. Right. And she's telling me all about this, but she's saying, you can do better. You can do better. So it's as if she's trying to put you higher than what you are, Michael, because she's saying, we know what you like and that, but she's saying you can. You know you can do better, and even though you're doing really well and that, but she's bringing this in, sweetheart. She's fetching in. I said, I'm telling you off, sweetheart, and I don't want to tell you off. Can I also? Oh, Dad's here. Your dad. I've got your dad, sweetheart. Your dad's just jumped in.
Oh,
and
I'm
your
so
dad's
sorry.
So proud of. So I'm trying to read this because obviously your dad's just jumped in, sweetheart, and is saying he's so proud of you and are proud of what you've achieved. But he's saying, oh God, Michael, I hope your family don't come on here, because he's talking about your sister, sweetheart. So I don't know what's happened between you and your sister, or if your sister's getting annoyed, I don't know. But he's fetched your sister in, and he's saying, oh, she ought to think herself, oh God, I don't know how to put this. Shall I? It's not swearing or anything, but she's just saying that she ought to be lucky.
Right.
Can you I can't hear you, Tony. All of you turned your mic off.
No.
I can't hear you.
Was that cleared it?
That's better. Can I, Michael, understand this, because I'm struggling? Right. so you can understand it. Can you understand why it's talking about your sister, darling? And that it's awful because I don't know. It's not being nasty about her, but it's just having a word about her. Right? As long as you can understand it, because he's not going into that. And it's, Michael, I know you're always wanting to buy things, darling, but he's saying, get what you need. There's something you need. And he's saying, will you get it? Tony needs something for, I don't know. Michael, hang on, he's saying you need something. But what he's on about is, all right, sweetheart, I can understand now. Will you look at your tyres? You need a tyre and a bulb on your car. Look at
Well, that's
your
a
bulb
job
on
for
your
me
car
because
you
he
don't drive
doesn't
your
know.
car enough.
Oh.
And you'll find that your bulb's gone. I don't know if it's underneath where your number plate is. A little bulb or something, because he's taking me to your number plate. So it's either that or in your boot where there's a light gone. Show me that, darling. All right. It's taking me back. And I've got to say, ain't your mum very well at the moment, sweetheart? Because he's sending healing round your mum. So your mum not must. Can you understand it?
Yeah.
Because he's sending healing round your mum. But I feel awful when I say that your sister ought to. It's Michael. What I'm gonna do, sweetheart. Can I phone you tomorrow, Michael? Because it's just getting a bit much, and I don't know who you know on about mum and sister, and I don't think it's correct to carry on with it.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I hope you don't mind, Michael.
We'll give you a ring tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel awful, Tony, Michael. I'm sorry, but there's some things
that's fine.
He wants to say, and I don't think it's appropriate.
No, he wouldn't, and he wouldn't pull his punches either. He would say it as it was, mate.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to struggle, because I don't know how to say it.
Yeah. No.
Thank
right,
you.
that's fine. Yeah. Ask him to.
I'm going to ask him to leave because I set off with this lady and then he jumped in.
Yeah, I've asked him to go.
Oh, it's just, and I know I've just, this lady's just blown you a kiss, Michael, because I said I'm cutting off and she's just blown you a kiss, darling. All right, so just I don't know where she fits in, sweetheart, but she's emotional and she's just skid you a kiss.
Yeah, we know who she is.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry about breaking link, but
no, we understand, because Mick would just say it.
Yeah, and I've got to go careful.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, while you're
have you got somebody? Has he tried to get in with you? That's because I've asked him to go.
And it's his ring I've been playing with all night on this chain.
He wants to get in, but the things I can't.
No, and I can't say it any better than you could. So no, he'll step back. I've got a lady that's stepping forward, and as this, why I'm rocking, I don't know. But
that lady rocked, Tony.
Yeah,
she did.
Right, this lady would have had a rocking chair. If I give it off, she might stop me rocking. And it would have been her chair. Nobody dare sit in that rocking chair. Even after she transitioned and went home, nobody would sit in that chair. And I feel like they would have put either a teddy or a doll or something in the chair, just so that people didn't sit in it when they came in. Right. The lady, as I'm connecting with her, I feel she'll be very motherly, but I'm not quite sure it's mum, if that makes sense. I feel she's very mumsy, but she'll be mumsy around everybody. I know she had children, but I don't know if it's her child that's watching on the feed. But, ow. she would have had heart and lung problems, but heart and lung problems. But I also feel there would have been a cancer condition connected. If it wasn't her, it would be connected really close to her, this cancer condition. And I feel she wouldn't have made really old bones. I've said that again. That's not something I normally say, but I know she wouldn't have been really old when she passed to spirit. Okay. You understand this? All right. Heart and lung problems and a cancer condition around her. All right, Jessica. Let's see where we're going. You must be able to understand a lady who would have always been smart, but I feel like she would have had always smart, always presentable, and I feel she would have spent a lot of time in like office clothes, like work suits or work shirt, blouses and skirts, as opposed to trousers and things. You don't know if that's fine. If you can understand the rocking chair, that's absolutely fine.
I can understand it as well.
All right, okay. But she's acknowledging a lady who would have worn a blouse and skirt and would have spent a lot of times in a work outfit, work clothes, because I'm in work clothes. I'm not sure, Jess, because she's just telling me about this lady who's wearing these clothes. So I don't know. I don't know if she's in spirit or not, but I just know this lovely lady that I've got is acknowledging this person, this woman. So I've got to give it off. And I want to. Right. Okay. Right. I want to acknowledge she's talking about the young man, so the younger male around her who is achieving and achieving and achieving, and she's saying she's watching him achieve and achieve and achieve. So it's like everything he's putting his mind to, he's getting there and he's doing it, and she's so proud, and she's putting my thumbs up. So she's putting my thumbs up and saying absolutely well done to him, because it's like the sky's the limit for him if he wants to do it. All right. I'm getting emotional and my voice is cracking. All right. I want to give you forget-me-nots. They're the little tiny blue ones, aren't they? Yeah, they're the little tiny blue ones because I've got them tattooed around my arm. She's given me forget-me-nots. So I don't know if that's symbolic, and she's saying you'll never forget her, or if somebody has planted forget-me-nots in honor of this lady. And I also want to say that around the 15th of a month must be significant as well, because she's just put a ring round the 15th of a month for me. You've been getting into making your own flower arrangements. Beautiful. I know that we've talked about the cancer condition, but as I'm pulling my fingers through my hair, I feel like I'm losing my hair. Would you understand somebody who would have alopecia, or would have, because I just feel like my hair's coming out and I'm dropping handfuls of hair on the desk, and I'm not. My mother, her granny's birthday is the 15th of Feb. Perfect. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow. And as will you spend more time looking after you and not worry? I think I gave you this in a reading before. Will you spend time looking after you and investing in you rather than worrying about everybody else, sweetheart? Because she's wanting me to reiterate that to you and say you're going to burn out, so please don't burn out. Look after yourself. And right, okay. And I want to acknowledge the memorial, and I don't know if she's saying memorial garden or tree or something, but I feel like there's something living that's been planted in memory of this lovely young lady as she's connecting with me, sweetheart. And I will leave you with that, sweetheart, and I will say God bless and thank you so much for working with us. And just before Jean starts, hi Irene.
Hiya, hello, hi everybody. Hope you're okay.
Right, Jessica. I know Tony told you about? It's all crackly about looking after you for a change, because I've got the same, sweetheart. They're saying that it's time you put your feet up and spent time on you and stop running about and thinking about everybody else. Because you just seem to be chasing your tail round, and this is just what she's making me feel, sweetheart. But they're sending you that love, just like we've said all night. There's that love coming out for you, Jessica. Oh, that was Tony about this person with the skin condition, sweetheart. I don't know. I didn't hear. But they're just coming in. And can I just bring you a male energy in as well, darling? Because I've got a male energy coming in. This is Jessica still. And he's coming in and he's saying, all right, darling, he'd not be very tall, as he's showing me himself, for a man. I've got to say, wouldn't be very big in build as well. And he's coming in saying things. Oh, bless you. You're like me. I can't type fast, but I can't hear at the same time. But this gentleman's coming in, darling, and he's coming in on a grandfather link or a father link. He's coming in close to you. So I do know his family in that relationship. He's just saying, you've had it hard, darling. It's as if, it's as if you've been trying to climb that mountain, darling, and that mountain just seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you keep saying to yourself, when will it ever come to that peak so you can come down it? Well, he's saying that you're halfway up it now. I'm not saying everything's going to be perfect and we can't predict, but he's saying the mountain will start and fall, so you can understand that. There's somebody as well who's very close to you, if it's not yourself, what's locking themselves away, sweetheart. And he's saying they shouldn't be locking themselves away. And can you understand where somebody's got quite a bit of guilt and they shouldn't have? They're carrying some guilt on the shoulders and there's no need to, darling, because they haven't done anything. It's like there again, Chinese whispers. Somebody says something and it goes round and comes back totally different to what's been said. I hope you can understand all this, though, because I'm not getting anything coming up anywhere here. Is that an art? Right, thank you. I can see now Tony's putting up on here. Because he's saying you haven't got to do that. I don't know who's wanting to move, sweetheart, but he's talking about a move. I don't know if he means moving a job or moving in-house, because he's just saying that they're wanting a move, which would be better. And we don't predict, like I've said earlier on, but I have got to say to you that they're giving me 9 months and things will look different in 9 months. You'll see things in a different light in 9 months, darling. So I know 9 months is a long way, but just watch. Right, thank you. So that's where the move is. Thank you so much, Jessica. I've got a lovely bunch of roses for you here. a really nice bunch of roses, and the different colours. I can't say the red or cream because I've got a mixture for you, and they're coming in with that love. All right, they are coming with the love, and also, right, if you think 9 months, darling, that's fine, but that's what they're giving me. Can I give you the 18th of a month, darling? They're telling me the 18th of a month, and I've got to take it to the month of April. Hey, come on then. April, June, and July. They're giving me them 3 months as well, darling. There's either birthdays or anniversaries. Right. So they're giving me them. So a baby? Who's having a baby? I didn't say. Mandy, are you having a baby? So they're giving me this, sweetheart, for you. There's so much love. I know Irene's just jumped in, but I will let Irene continue if she wants. But please. Are they all family, these? Have we got the family?
Hey? It's Jessica
saying, and Mandy.
Mandy Nixon's not connected at all.
Right, I'm going to pass you on to Irene and see if Irene's got anything, darling. But everything will be okay. Like I say, they are saying this to me, and I will pass you on.
Oh.
Right, thank you for working with me. It's all crackly.
I haven't really got anything, Jessica, because I've come in halfway through the reading. But the only thing that I've got really is that somebody has to rest. Somebody's got to have a good rest because things aren't going right, and somebody is very, very tired, and I'm feeling very sleepy, and I just want to go to bed, and I feel as though I could sleep for a week. And there's some sort of strain either on the shoulders, or there's a strain within the family, or whatever. And I think it was that you said that you was locked down and you feel guilty. What I'm being told is, don't feel guilty. Please don't feel guilty, because whatever it is, it's not worth being guilty about, sweetheart. And that's really all I've got, darling, because like I say, I've just come in.
Just come on.
Yeah, I have. So,
yeah.
but just please take care of your sweetheart, and I'll say good night and God bless.
Oh. Was your service all right, Irene?
It was, thank you. Yes, it was a bit of a laugh. I had one of your favourite ladies, darling. One of those that was very bouncy and very brassy and very.
I love them.
Absolutely beautiful. She was. She had me laughing. Honestly, I was in tears with laughing with her. Honestly.
Oh,
and the lady.
I love those ladies. Oh,
thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
Oh, bless.
Thank you for what you said all night to us. He supported us all night, as our Nick.
He has, Nick. Bless him.
And I've just actually recommended, because Heather was she's got Jason on tomorrow night, and I've just given her Macca's name to do a service for her.
Okay.
So if you speak to Macca, it's on my list. So if you don't do it, I will. I've just given Heather his name.
Oh,
so
bless. I will let him know, because I'm doing an evening with him on Tuesday just to chat.
All right, okay then.
It's just coffee and a chat, so I'm going to be messaging him later, so I'll tell him. You only speak the truth. Oh, that reminds me of a film. I only speak the truth. Oh, it's Moulin Rouge. It's the character that
Nicole Kidman and
it's Toulouse-Lautrec plays a character in the play they're doing, and he only speaks the truth. He only speaks the truth.
Absolutely.
And you should always only speak the truth.
Of course.
Then you don't have to remember what you've said.
Well, that is very true.
Your cousin that's losing her hair to skin condition. I just knew I was pulling hair as I was putting my fingers through. Okay. You should see me do that high kick, says Nick. Hey, I've seen the wig. I bet you can do it, darling. I bet you can do it.
I've got the skirt, the fishnet stockings, and the high heels. Nick, you can borrow them.
So have I, dear. So have I.
I can't hear anything.
Oh, bless
it
you.
must be your headsets, Irene. Jean.
It's all crackle, crackle, crackle.
It must be your headset.
I'm wondering, it's only a thought, but I'm wondering if it's where Jean lives. It could be her internet because she can't get on Zoom either. So it could be something around there. And with this weather.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Because I was fine the other day I were on. I didn't crack then.
Try taking your headset out.
I've took this one out.
No, I mean, try unplugging it altogether.
I have.
And see if that helps.
No.
Can you hear us now?
No, it's still crackling.
Oh. Well, it's okay. Everybody else is saying it's okay.
Got to be this.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, got to be my iPad.
It's got to be, really. Try going over to your phone.
But I can't see anybody's things if I go over to my phone.
Right, okay.
Right.
All right. Well, we've got 10 minutes, so I think we've got time to do one more if anybody's got a connection.
Right, okay.
Oh.
Do you have my phone right next to my laptop? Yes, I do, Lisa. Could it be that?
Try moving it away.
It could be.
Thank you for that. I could try that.
Yeah. Go on, you put your hand up.
I did.
Go on then.
Okay. Now then, I've got.
Thank you, Lisa.
I've been sort of my back's hurting me tonight, so I've been leaning forward slightly. But when I came on, while he was talking to that other lady, I had a gentleman come to me, and he's sort of putting me back like that. So this gentleman would have been slightly bent over, but then he'd straighten himself up. Now, whether he was bending over a desk or a computer, I don't know, or it could have been a medical condition. He's given me the name of Derek, commonly known as Dell. And it's not only fools of horses, before anybody says anything. Well, I could see that one coming up, Tony.
Yeah, I know.
This gentleman, come forward, sweetheart, is just a bit smaller than me, about 5'8", 5'10". He's got family on the earth plane, and oh my goodness, he was in a education environment. So either a teacher or a head of a department or something like that. Thank you, Paul. Now, this gentleman was very, very active in his younger days, but as he got older, like I say, he was bent over slightly for whatever reason. He's not telling me what he went to spirit with, but he's talking about somebody who passed with a cancer type condition. I'm also getting a very bad headache with this gentleman, and I feel as though one side of my head is not all there. So I don't know if there was a problem with this gentleman's brain, or if he had a tumor or something like that. I don't honestly know, but it's not a stroke because I've got all movement in my hands, and it's like I can't remember anything, and my speech is going, and I'm getting some memory loss. I keep going out and coming in. If nobody can take this gentleman yet, he's a lovely, lovely gentleman. He's wanting to present himself as he was, rather than as he was when he was down here, as he went. Let me see. Okay, sweetheart. He's talking about having some time in a nursing home So I don't know if this was on respite to give his family a break while they had a little break, or if he was in there permanently. But he was saying they looked after him very, very well.
If nobody can take it, Irene.
Yeah. Can you take it, Tony?
I think you are connecting with somebody I know's father, but he's still here.
Right. Okay.
He's got dementia.
Oh,
right.
And he's still here, so that's why you're getting the connection.
I'm wondering then if he's still here. I'm sorry for that misunderstanding. There must
no, that's fine. That's fine, because I've done it 3 times now with somebody I'm giving reading to.
There must be another gentleman spirit side then that knows about this gentleman, because he's giving me all these details, and I would not have these details without him speaking to me. So if he's,
I've given people evidence from people who are still here with dementia.
Right.
It can happen. You can get a link with the person while they're still
because
here.
they're already off.
They're
in
right.
2 separate.
They straddle.
Yeah.
But
right. Okay.
The chat it is. I'll reach out to him and see if, because I couldn't validate anything for him, so I'll ask him if he wants to contact you through Facebook, and you can do him a reading.
He's wanting to. This must be the clear side of his mind, then the spirit side. His body is with the dementia is on earth, right. Because he's saying to me, when I was in my younger days, when I was doing whatever, I was very intelligent, and he got some sort of awards or something like that. And it's the intelligence part that sometimes is with him on earth, but he remembers everything from spirit.
They do. So it's like the dementia takes their mind and their soul can straddle. Yeah. Like Nick says, they get a bus pass, so they get a daily pass.
So they can get
so they can straddle,
But the life cord hasn't been cut. The life cord hasn't been cut.
No. The first time it happened to me, the first time that it happened to me, Irene, it frightened me to death, because this lady was taking all the evidence. It was actually at Jamroz.
Yeah.
And she was taking all the evidence. And I saw Elvis at the back of the hall in the white cat suit with the rhinestones and the black hair and the microphone. And she got a bit emotional. And afterwards, she came up to me in a wheelchair and she showed me her phone. And her mum was in a residential home, completely out of it, couldn't speak. Right. And she was singing every word with an Elvis tribute act who went to the home and was singing Elvis in the full cat suit with a chest wig and black wig on and everything. It was amazing. Okay. It was amazing. And
your Michael's just put on, it's the imagery of the waiting room.
Yeah, it's like there's a waiting room and they're nearly there. But I will reach out to him and see if he wants to talk to you, and because I know him, but I don't know the family, so I couldn't validate any information for you, and that's not fair. So I'll reach out to him and see if he wants to get in touch. He might not, because it's a bit raw still.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely fine. But is there ready to speak when your friend is, or the person that you know is, sweetheart? Okay. And that's possibly fine. Why he's come through to me, so that you could sort of tell him that it's, even though it's raw, that he wants them to know that he's there if they want to talk to him.
For me, it'll be reassuring for him to know that his dad's not locked in that body.
Not locked,
That's, it must be awful for somebody who's brought you up and nurtured you, and
absolutely.
It's almost a role reversal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awful. It's an awful disease, isn't it?
I'm sorry I couldn't confirm things for you, but I will.
No, that's fine. I like
will
what
reach out to him.
Nick's just put, any condition of the brain, the spirit is protected by releasing it into the world of spirit, they become superhero strength mediums. Wow.
It is.
Well,
it is.
that's wonderful.
It is, and it's really strange the first time it happens to you, because the person sat there saying, "Yeah, but they're here. Yeah, but they're here on Earth."
Yeah.
It's like,
it's awful, isn't
I know,
it? But it's true.
but I mean, the lady the first time it happened to me, the lady that I was doing the reading for understood, because she was practicing and fledgling to become a medium herself. And she understood, and she said, "I know why it's happening, and yeah, but I can evidence that it's my mum you're talking to." And she showed me the phone, and I was blown away, absolutely blown away.
Though, isn't it?
It is.
Lisa Scott and Pamela, it's an awful cruel disease, and it's heartbreaking, which it is.
It is. It's a cruel disease.
It is. And it's oh, and Nick's just said as well, I'm pleased he's on tonight, actually. And by coming through tonight, they've been able to tell everyone that such things happen. So at least if you've got family that have dementia, I can't say suffering, because everybody suffers with dementia, not just the person who's got it, that they do release the soul into the world of spirits, so that they're not. And Michael says it's an analogy that's used by dementia friends. It's a bookcase. If you imagine a bookcase and you start filling the bookcase up with life memories from the bottom, as dementia hits, it starts to wobble, and it's the top memories that fall out first. So your most recent ones go, and you're back in the 60s, and it's awful. Well, anyway,
I will be here, Tony. If and or when, if they don't want to get in touch, that's fine. But thank you for acknowledging it, sweetheart.
No, that's fine. It's just things you were saying. I thought, oh, I know who that is. But yeah, I'll.
That's true, Lisa. What Lisa's put.
You lose them
twice before they pass. It's true. Yeah, you have lost them, haven't you? And then you have to go through it again.
Then you go through the grief again.
Yeah.
But it's been a wonderful night, and
we've had a good night.
And thank you for coming across.
Yeah.
Oh, anything for spirit. You know me. Anything for spirit.
We had 2 on-screen readings, which went really well. And thank you, Lisa, for this with my phone, because I've put my phone outside, away from my iPad, and I had a crattle. So thank you for that.
It is that. I've already had a couple of people message me through to say they would like to be put on the list for on-screen readings. If anybody else wants an on-screen reading, drop me a message. I'll add you into the Excel spreadsheet. I press a little whizzy button, and it puts numbers on, and you pick the top 2. So there's that. I'm doing a bit of a coffee evening with Macawai on Tuesday. If anybody wants to join that, it'll be on Facebook through StreamYard. I quite like the way, if anybody's seen Paul Humphreys, he's just moved over to StreamYard, and what he does is he puts the code for StreamYard into the comments and pins it at the bottom, so that it's permanently at the bottom of the comments. And when he's narrowed it down to 1 or 2 people, he asks them if they want to come on screen, and they come through the waiting room, and he brings them on. So he starts with blind readings and then brings them on,
and then brings them up that way. Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. Are we doing tomorrow night?
I won't be. If you and Jean want to have a talk afterwards, then that's fine.
Okay.
But then there'll be Pastures Green and Little Port. I don't know who Little Port's medium is this week. If Nick's still on, he can drop a comment in, and I'll say who the medium is on Thursday. And it's always worth popping over to Little Port anyway, just to hear Nick's address first, and then Reverend Lynn. I've been talking to Reverend Lynn today. We've been putting the world to rights. Reverend Lynn and myself.
As you do.
I would like
a war. Have you caused a war?
we were talking about war. I want to get Lynn on for a chat with, but I just, part of me thinks I should just, wear the full hazmat suit and things. She's lovely. She's lovely, but when she doesn't take prisoners, doesn't Lynn?
I'd love to see Reverend Lynn and Pat.
Oh no, that would be like the blue touch paper and back off. Leave the country.
Put them both in a room, Tony. Oh
yes.
Well, I'd like to see you do a chat with our Jean.
I will. We keep promising.
We
keep promising to do them.
Ready now.
Yeah. Well, we were waiting for her to, but
you're right, because just put on tin helmet.
Tin helmet, yeah. The thing is, Pat and Reverend Lynn are of the same generation.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Lynn will know a lot of the same people as Pat because Pat came through Stansted and everything, and it will be really interesting.
They'll probably know one another and most of the people and all.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But yeah, and then Friday and Sunday we'll be back on again. If anybody wants, do it. If we want somebody that you think we should get on, or a medium you'd like us to get on, please drop us a message, and we'll try and make it happen. If you haven't seen it, I managed to work out how to get my ordination service online. So that's now on my Facebook page. If anybody hasn't seen it, I know some of you have. And we did a really interesting talk yesterday with Helen from the Rainbow Project. That was really informative and really eye-opening. So I learned a lot about Helen, and I've known her quite a while now. So bob over and have a look at that as well. Thank you, everybody, for
a lovely night
watching and a lovely evening. And sorry, Irene only came up late, but there'll be next time.
Absolutely.
There'll be next time.
Absolutely.
So all it leaves is if Irene has a poem at hand, she could read a poem. If not, a closing prayer and a...
Right.
Canadian Matthew, we've done a chat with Canadian Matthew, and he's been on as a guest medium. I can't keep bringing him on, much as I would like to.
Everybody else
would really like to, and I know everybody else would as well.
Everybody else would, but we can't.
But we never get any messages done because we'd all be just looking and listening because that accent just makes me swoon.
Yeah, same.
I know he has been on. I think he'll have moved off and done other things, but
I will read. I was going to read this out at Twitchell, but they wanted me to do philosophy instead. And I've done philosophy for ages. I think I've read this out bit before, and it's not really the one I wanted, but it's the one I've got to hand. And this sort of kind of goes on with what's happening at the moment. And in my philosophy for Twitchell, it's like we've never had anything like this since the war. Every family is affected in some way or another, and it's just called grief. Where does grief come from? Why do we cry when someone so dearly loved and wanted dies? When is it okay to stop grieving? Why do we go numb, stop feeling? Grief is a personal thing. It hits us all hard. It gets you like nothing else, like a cut made by a sword. The pain goes very deep down into your soul, and you no longer feel so whole. It is all-consuming, powerful and relentless, and there's a feeling of deep heaviness in your chest. You feel your whole world fall apart, and you wish you could go back to the start. It doesn't matter which loved one it is, that person belonged to you and loved you while they lived, but you only knew it was going to be their last day. If only you had known God was going to take them away. You try and find solace looking at and feeling all the things they had. The photos come out and look at all their dear faces, and you are glad that they came into your life, whether they be child, brother, sister, husband or wife. I just wished I could have kissed and hugged you one more time before you had to go through that heavenly door. One day we'll be together again, no matter how long or how soon. All I ask is you walk ahead slowly and just stay and wait for me just beyond the moon.
Oh, that's beautiful. And that would resonate with so many people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I just ask that we all send our thoughts out to Nick and his family for Tuesday, because I know it's his father's funeral Tuesday morning.
Funeral Tuesday.
It's the funeral Tuesday morning. So if we could send our thoughts out to Nick and Linda and the family on Tuesday morning, I would really appreciate it, because it's unbearable. It really is. It's awful. Even though we know what we know, it's still hard. It's tricky. So yes, if we could all send our thoughts out to Nick. Anybody else who's affected with grief at the moment?
Well, I've got 3 or 4 poems to put on the Spiritual Unity website, so I'll do that. I've got a free day tomorrow. I've been so busy. I had my jab last night and it knocked me off my feet a little bit.
Oh, but, bless.
I'll have the last 3 or 4. I'll put them all on the Unity. Brilliant. But that's one that I wrote. So.
Oh, lovely.
Okay,
Nick, you're welcome. You're welcome, Nick. Right, could we close in prayer, please, and have Jean sing song? I've missed Jean sing song. Sing song. I can't.
If everything goes to plan in March, it's on about releasing, so we can all start and get back together slowly.
I'm not holding my breath.
No, I'm not.
I'm really not holding my breath, because we're not supposed to finish getting those jabs or us over 50s till April.
No.
Anyway. Yeah, April before we've vaccinated everybody. Anyway, closing prayer and sing song.
Right. Can we bow our heads, friends, please? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you so much once again for this wonderful service that you give us each and every week. And thank you for all the beautiful messages that have been given from our families and friends in the spirit world. And as the veil closes between the two worlds, could I please send healing out around the world, to our Mother Earth and to our animal kingdom? And may I ask for a guardian angel to be with each and every one of you as you leave us this evening until we meet again. And special prayers for Nick and his family for Tuesday. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Nick says, May the 18th. It has been since last year.
Does he mean last year?
Good night. God bless everybody.
Keep safe.
Good night. God bless. Stay safe.
We'll let you know about tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.